Hi, I'm Daniel Bowe, and today we're going to talk about Technique 21 from Teach Like a Champion 2.0, Name the Steps. It's from the Lesson Structure section. Name the Steps is an amazing technique that will immediately get results in your classroom whenever students have a process to follow. Why is it that the best coaches often rise from the ranks of the almost great or not so great athletes, while the most gifted athletes rarely seem to make the best coaches? Wayne Gretzky, Isaiah Thomas, and Art Shell are great examples. Why is it that brilliant and sophisticated actors can't help others do something similar and are so often at a loss to describe how they do what they do, while unheralded thespians manage to unlock the world-class talent in others? Why do athletes who struggle to keep up their whole lives turn out to be great coaches? Pat Riley, Bill Belichick, or Arsene Wenger, for example. One cause may be this. Superstars often don't have to pay meticulous attention to the what's next and how to of each step. The very thing that makes them brilliant, an intuitive and lightning quick understanding of how to handle a given problem on the stage or on the court or on the field, keeps the most talented from recognizing how the rest of us, for whom the intuition does not come, learn. Keep in the back of your mind the distinction between champion performers and champion teachers. Champion teachers help their students learn complex skills by breaking them down into manageable steps and often giving each step a name so that it can be easily recalled. This allows the process to take on a consistent, often story-like progression. There are not just 5 steps to combining sentences with the same subject, but the steps are named, given a catchy mnemonic to help students recall them in order, and posted in the classroom so they can be used and referred to over and over again. Teaching the process makes complex skills transparent to students. For example, Kelly Reagan doesn't just teach students to round whole numbers to a given place value, she teaches them the 5 steps for rounding whole numbers to a given place value. Kelly calls the portion of the lesson where she introduces these steps her rules and tools. When she names the steps, she's careful about keeping to a limited number because people have a hard time remembering more than 7 items in a sequence. Having more than 7 steps is a recipe for confusion. If you have more steps than you can clearly and easily remember, you might as well have none at all. Kelly is also intentional about maintaining economy of language in her steps. As she teaches rounding, she adds wrinkles and complexity, but the part she wants the students to remember is intentionally focused and crisp. Once you've identified steps, name them. Naming steps makes them memorable, and they therefore stick in your students' minds. You may also go a step further in stickiness by creating a story or a mnemonic device around the names of your steps. At North Star Academy's elementary schools, 2nd graders use the acronym STORY to describe the 5 elements of a story. The name of the course is easy to remember, and the 5 story elements, as described on a typical wall poster, include details that make the mnemonic sticky. You'll notice that there are lots of elements here to make the mnemonic memorable. The acronym isn't a straight transliteration of the 5 story elements: setting, characters, problem, attempts to solve, and solution. A strictly literal version would be something like SCPAS, capaz, a much less engaging alternative that's also a lot less fun to sing. Moreover, the addition of oops and yes helps students connect the story on an emotional level. Once students know the steps, classrooms can have 2 parallel conversations going on at once. How to get the answer to the current problem, and how to answer any problem like this one. In other words, students can narrate the process or the problem, and the teacher can switch back and forth, as in this sequence from lessons on multiplying fractions. After this video, take a moment to watch clip 5 of Bob Zimmerly using his Name the Steps chart to help students. The magic happens at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you for watching this presentation on Technique 21, Name the Steps.
Here's the deal. When I say go, you're going to do number 3. When you're done, raise your hand. If you get it right, I'm going to say move on. Turn the page for a second. I want you to see the next one. After I tell you to move on, you must stop after every 2 you do and raise your hand. I'll come over and check them. If you're good, you'll move on again. Stop after the next 2 and raise your hand. So Markel, everybody flip back. What's going to happen right now? Everybody flip back. What's going to happen right now, Markel? Beautiful. Please start. Yes. Are you ready already? Hold on, I'll have my key. Go. Go. You ready? Hold on. What'd you combine? Did you combine like terms? You got to combine like terms. You jumped all the way down. Combine like terms first. What do you got? You forgot to combine like terms. Do that first. Go. Don't forget you got to combine like terms first. You jumped all the way to bring variables together, but you forgot the C. The 3 and the 10 can be combined because they're like. Same thing. Do that first. So you're not combining like terms. Okay, hold on. Guys, I want everybody to stop for a second. Put your hands down. Put your pencils down. I'm seeing so much of a common mistake that we need to address it. I'm waiting for tracks and slants and pencils down. I'm actually really glad I saw what I saw. Kelly, you got to sit up. This is going to help me to help you. Dion, just turn around. Jordan, I'm waiting. I don't want to wait that long. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing everybody gets this. You guys are really good at this. And you're pretty darn good at this and this. It's combining like terms that's messing around with some of you. When you combine like terms, you think you got to use inverse operations. Let's go over one that nobody's done yet, okay? I want you to flip towards, in fact, let's do this. Turn to your homework. How's that sound?